That's right, today I'm gonna make a Dutch high school in The Sims 4. But Terra, you do not have the high school expansion pack. Yes, I am aware I am not a game changer. But that is not gonna stop me. I copied the requirements for a high school from one of the game changers, as you can see at the top left of the screen, so I know what I need to put in here. I am basing this school loosely on my first high school. I went to two different ones. The school I went to was very small. I think they had about 300-400 students. It had 2 floors. This one will only have 1 floor. I prefer playing on 1 floor when I'm playing the game, so that's why I did this. Here I started experimenting with a 2nd floor, but it didn't really look right and we didn't need the space. So if I had put on a 2nd floor, it would be a fake one. So I just went for a platform as a roof here. Most high schools have a flat roof over here. Most are modern buildings, at least where I lived and where I live right now. My older son is starting high school in September, so that's exciting. His school is looking a lot whiter and brighter than I'm making here. It has lots and lots of very big windows. But of course, the fence, it's all high school here have a metal fence around it. I am gonna make it a little bit prettier with bushes and such, just like they do in real life. Every school has a fence to keep the students safe. So yeah, that's why it's there. Here I am looking to debug, because for it to be a true Dutch school, we are gonna have to have lots and lots of bikes. I have noticed in the American schools that were built, and even the Australian ones, and also the UK ones actually, there's a lot of parking. But in the Netherlands, every child comes to school on their bike. Children can't get their license until they are, I believe, 17 years old. And then at that age, most are already done with high school. We do not have school buses, only for special education, but not for regular education. So yeah, there are gonna be so many bikes in here. This is the shed. It's just a place for the trash and just stuff the custodian needs to keep the school up and running. I place some soccer balls in here for when they need them or when they play with them, and also a woodworking bench, so the custodian can use that to fix stuff in school. I also saw those big wheels and those pipes. They do not make any sense, but I thought it looked nice in this shed. Yeah, here I'm gonna go home with the bikes. So many bikes. In this build I'm using a lot from Discover University, so these bikes are from Discover University. I'm also using a lot of stuff from Get to Work. They had a lot of good objects. And there was one other pack that I used a lot from the Parenthood pack. It had a lot of nice decorations. I turned those things into rooms so I just could copy them easy. There is a little greenery in the middle just to separate the parking area from the rest of the school and to make sure the students walk the right way. This is the auditorium. The auditorium and the place where you eat, the restaurant, are one and the same thing in all Dutch schools that I have seen. Every single one is the auditorium and the lunchroom are the same. Normally there are tables and that kind of thing in there where you can eat, but when there is a performance, they remove the tables and just place lots and lots of chairs in here. As I said, I do not have the high school pack yet, so here I'm using a lot of stuff from Discover University because it's just perfect for a school. I mean, university and high school aren't that different. I know there aren't a lot of Sims that go to the school, as you can only have a maximum of, I believe, 20 Sims on one lot. Oh yes, and I'm placing linoleum everywhere on the floor, because that is what most high schools have. I am using those vending machines from Snowy Escape. I know the high school pack also has vending machines. So if you get this pack and you download this build, you can easily exchange it. I think I will do the same thing. Once I've got my hands on the pack, I will change this build and re-upload it to the gallery. I got a little patio in the back where students can go outside to eat or do their homework, whatever. Just a nice place to sit. And yes, I am placing the bushes from the werewolves, the woohoo bushes, because what is high school without a little drama? And yes, I've placed a lot of them. Yeah, I'm also using quite a lot from the werewolf pack, actually. That fence is from the werewolf pack. It's just kind of perfect for the look I was going for. These basecamp windows are also perfect. This is the first classroom. I am placing a chalkboard in here. Of course, you are gonna need to replace it with a whiteboard when it comes out. These bookshelves are also from the werewolf pack, and they are very nice and small. This back area is gonna be the gym. But for now, I'm just focusing on the first classroom with lots of books. And here I'm using the Parenthood pack for the desks, because they are nice and small. Dutch high schools have a single desk, but they are often arranged in a way that students can work together. When there are tests, they are apart. Oh, and here are some Strangerville posters, because they look quite sciencey and quite fun. Here is the front of the school, the locker area. This is almost exactly as the locker area was at my high school. And just when you enter, it rains a lot in the Netherlands, so when you enter the school you just want to get rid of all your wet stuff and put it in your locker. This is the bathroom. I made it genderless, so your sim can just go in. I always find this very annoying to find where my sim can use the bathroom, because I usually play with the walls half down and you can't see the doors on the signs on it. Yeah, I'm using a lot from Get to Work again, those hand sanitizers and those paper towel thingies. Those are from Get to Work. And some windows on top. These doors from Get Famous are perfect for this school. It's just the right colors. And yeah, this is the art and craft room. There are lots of things your sims can make. I put a few easels in there, the woodworking stuff. And these are pumpkin carving stations. And this is a thing from Eco Lifestyle where you can make stuff, and a candle making station. I am gonna change the color from that Eco Lifestyle thing back to black, I believe. And some shelves where you can display your crafts. I put some stuff on here, but I also left place so your sims can put their own crafts in here when they make them here. And of course just some decorations around the place. There are kids that are working here, so it should look a little nice. This is the music room. I made a little stage in here. The music room in my old school also had a little step up as a stage with some stuff. We didn't have a piano, but we did have a drum kit. And we also had lots of keyboards there where we could play music. Just play some chairs in there. I didn't want the sims to get confused and think this was an actual classroom, so that's why I didn't put desks in here or a board. So sims can just come here to work on their skills. Basically, I placed so many skill building items in here. I did upload this build to the gallery as a library. So if you want to download it, you can, or you can wait a few days and I'm gonna go back in here and just change things up so it will be functional with the high school pack. But of course, if you are not gonna get the high school pack, you can just download it and label it as a teen hangout and just pretend your sims go to school, which can also be a lot of fun. There is a second classroom there with a blue floor, and I have placed an extra skill building room in the back, because there was more skill building that I wanted to put in here, especially the chess tables. This is a gym area. I made 2 changing rooms and I did make them gendered. So that might get annoying, but just a little bit of realism in here. And I'm gonna just put a lot of gym equipment in here. This is the second classroom and I'm copying a lot from the first classroom. I'm just gonna put some different decorations in here. Again, lots and lots of bookcases. And yes, here's some different decorations, more language-like stuff, a bit of drama, a bit of music, and the other one had more sciencey stuff in there. I thought it was fun just to differentiate between the two. Just lighting everything out here, and we got an empty piece of hallway here, so I thought just place 2 couches in here, why not? The Sims can sit here. First I was thinking maybe I can put a computer area in here, but it just didn't seem right, and Sims do need some space to walk around, so I just went with more decorations everywhere. And I found these flags from Get Together, which were very fun, and this is a little seating area where your Sims can just sit and do their homework. Yeah, I'm gonna back to the cafeteria. I didn't like those tiny things I placed on the wall, so I went for a big thing, and I placed some windows in here. This wall looked very empty, so I went in with the eco lifestyle decorations and a little bit of greenery. There aren't a lot of plants in here, just because it's a high school and plants get vandalized. This is the teacher's lounge, also the place where the headmaster lives. There's a conference table in here where the teachers just can talk to each other, and the desk for the headmaster. He can just sit there in the window, and some chairs for when they talk to parents or to the children. And of course a lot of diplomas on the wall here. Just placed a lot of them. I tried to change the color of those, but all the same color and didn't really look right. So just went for something different. And of course we needed the Apple clock. I believe is from Discovery University, but I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, here I am looking for doors, and I went with the gendered doors for the gym area. So only male Sims go in one locker room and the female Sims go in the other one. There is a space where they can shower, which is always handy, and a place where they can change. I am using Dream Home Decorator for this, and the bench offers no escape, but I'm gonna use the clothes thingies from Dream Home Decorator, where your Sims can just put their clothing. I mean, not for real, but just to pretend. Place some shoes on top and some shoes in the bottom, because yeah, there are teens, they won't all be very neat. First I thought I made it in a huge basketball court, but it went way too big and I couldn't place any other gym equipment in there, so I went with a half basket court. Yeah, you see, it just doesn't look right. So one half is for basketball and the other half is just for working out. Of course a normal gym won't have those stuff in here, but this is the Sims, and this is how Sims exercise. I went with the eco lifestyle things on the wall again because it looks really empty, but your Sims can work out now if they want to. This really is a skill building room, and I found this football table that I thought it was just too funny not to place here, and some chess tables. That was the most important reason for making this room, just so your Sims can work on their skills in here and just hang out with their friends. The wall in the back looked a bit empty, so I placed some flower arranging tables, and then I realized I need yoga mats in the gym area. It's also very handy for your Sims. And some of the flags from Get Together, I believe. There's a little seating area then in the front with some books. And now I'm going in with the finishing touches, just to make the fence look a little more friendly. Not much, and make the windows more the same, because I didn't like there were different windows there. I tried to blend everything in a little with terrain paint, just rearranged everything so it would look nice. And now I'm fixing the roof because I made an extension But it was very easy as you can see. And yeah, I wanted something on the roof because yeah, you got central heating, of course. And here we're going into the screenshots. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please press like, as it will really help spread this video to more people that might like it. Once the high school pack is released, I'm gonna go back into this build and re-upload it onto the gallery for who wants to download it. And of course I'm gonna do a let's play with this pack, and I am looking forward to doing so. It's gonna be supernatural, just so you know. So I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.